back on the estate tomorrow night when Karen finds out if Sharon's half-sister is also Barry's long-lost brother, and Harry comes face to face with the devastating loss of his hairline. That's The Estate tomorrow at 8:30. But before we go live to Eamon and the gang, there's just time to look forward to what's coming up later tonight on Channel 1. At 9:30, we have an in-depth documentary about the downfall of Jacob Hamilton Mann, which forced this year's early election. That's The Night Visitor at 9:30, poorly narrated by Patrick Bannon. At 10:30, Adrian Atkinson Blimey is here for a special episode of Incisors, where he sinks his teeth into the current cost of living crisis by interviewing a multimillionaire, a nurse, and a bin man to see who is suffering the worst. Here's a clue. It's not the millionaire. At 11:30, fasten your seatbelts as it's time for Wayne de Spirit Whistle to lead another terrifying exploration in life and spooky.
Eric.
And tonight,
Eric.
they'll be asking
This fucking thing is useless. What is the point in giving me a handset that doesn't even work? Jeez, do you know what this is? It's a bad sign. I mean, I'm not one for omens, but this is a bad omen. I mean, Jesus, the fucking...
But now, here on Channel 1, it's time for something far more
Wasn't on. Lucky, could have been Carnage. Yeah, sorry, Eric, technical problem. Yeah, standing by. Standing by. Good evening, I'm Eamon Titley. Behind me is a true TV legend, now running for Prime Minister, everyone's handiest man, Peter Clement. Now, Peter thinks he's been brought here tonight to film a special reunion episode of Just the Job. But as always, viewers, you know better.
10 seconds, places.
It's time. Let's start the show.
In 5, 4, 3.
When you're feeling shaky, but there's no one there to play, I got just the job. When your doors are squeaky, but your hubby's gone away, I got just the job. Mrs. in pickup, I got lubricants galore. I'll get you where you want to go, and maybe someplace more. So why don't we get started right here on the pantry floor? 'Cause it's just the job.
Thanks, girls. Cracking stuff. Good evening, friends. And yes, it's true, and I can hardly really believe it myself. We are back for this special one-off reunion episode of Just the Job. And to be clear, it is the show that you remember, with the good old sidekick, little Jimmy Chisel, some top tips on how to improve your DIY, and of course, some special surprise guests from Just the Job's illustrious past. And I know what you're thinking. There's an election coming on, but there'll be no politics tonight. Not on this show. And that is a Peter Clement promise. So let's kick things off tonight with a little askance look at the mighty Bevel, because you would be surprised.
Hold it right there, please.
What's going on?
Yeah, it certainly is me.
You naughty fuckers! Sorry.
Peter.
Frank, did you know about... Look at that face. You fucking did, didn't you? Fuckers, a lot of... Yeah.
Peter, you thought you were here tonight to record a special reunion episode of Just the Job.
I can't believe it.
But tonight, Peter Clement, these are the bits of your life. Come on, Bob, let's get you to the studio.
No, fucking do. I can't bloody do those bloody dances about it all the way along. They do.
They're all part of this way, Peter. Mind your step there
I
now.
didn't already know. I can't believe it. Honestly, I'm a huge...
Right, I'm back. Core, it's
incredible.
Deja vu, mate.
Yeah, how did you know?
First sign of madness.
Is it?
Probably. I'm not a doctor, mind.
I hope not. I've got a lot to live for.
Oh, you'll be alive still, mate. Just a bit, you know, loopy-loo, wibbity-did-dad.
Do you really think so?
You'll get your own room, though.
Yeah, stop winding me up, Dave.
Probably padded.
Oh, very. Oh, there's Eamon. Gotta go.
Thank you so much.
That was fun.
Thank you
Peter
very much
Clement running
indeed.
for Prime Minister. Of course I can have your vote. So, Eamon, how long have you been planning this? Eamon, how long have you been planning? Eamon?
Peter Gordon Clement, you were born October 10th, 1923, in the northern town of Rotherham to Fanny and Martin Clement.
And I at that time was barely a twinkle in the milkman's eye.
No, that's not right. That's Dorothy Hammerman. No. Stop the music. Stop the music. That was me working out what had gone wrong with the script already. Eric.
I'll just come on though, shall I?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dorothy Hammerman!
Eamon, sweetie! Having a few scheduling issues.
It would appear so, Mrs. Hammerman.
Soldier on though, eh?
So, Mrs. Hammerman.
Soldier on though, eh?
Mwah, mwah.
Oh, shall we?
Here's one finger for the north, two fingers to the south, and we can all apologise tomorrow.
Oh, bottoms up.
Lovely to have you with us, Mrs. Hammerman. So tell us, what was life like for Peter growing up in the Clement house?
I've no idea.
I've no idea. Excellent.
Ask me something else?
I have to stick to the script.
Says who? I mean, Eric. You can just ignore him, darling. He won't mind.
If I don't stick to the script, it'll be Carnage.
All the most memorable scripts are, darling. Can I give you a bit of advice that I told Petey a few years ago now?
Oh, I'm sure we'd all love to hear some Dorothy Hammerman wisdom.
Off you go, sweetie.
Oh, no, I have a very low tolerance.
Trust me, it'll help. Nothing too drastic.
Oh, lovely. What was in that then?
Peter, let's put your palate to the test.
Oh, drink again.
Fine wine.
You were going to give us some of your wisdom.
I just did, darling.
Dorothy Hammerman, everyone!
Oh, I don't think he even opened his mouth.
Nobody's ever had that problem with you, Dottie.
You horrible man. Enjoy the show. Mwah, mwah. I'll see you for the finale.
You will.
In 1938, you were a 15-year-old at Rotherham Elementary, but already you had quite the reputation as a ladies' man. Who's this?
Chew me up.
Well,
It's little Jimmy Chisel, obviously.
it's your childhood sweetheart, Chelsea Bonds.
It most certainly is not.
Okay, what, is that a number 2? Yeah, it's little Jimmy Chisel.
Been a while?
It has that.
That for me?
Thought you might need a coffee after that last guest.
I can only drink a cheeky little glider.
Oh, whatever you say, boss.
Although I do like coffee.
Jimmy, let me ask you this. What do you think we could see in Peter way back then that could have predicted his path to household name?
Wait a minute, you cheeky little bastard!
Oh, did I not say? It's got a little kick to it. You know what I mean, Eamon?
I don't really.
Oh, relax, mate. There's no need to pretend to have a drink with me.
Don't know what you mean.
Actually, that's quite nice.
Don't know what you mean.
Bit nostalgic. Brings tears to me eyes.
You see, Pete was always pulling booze-related pranks on the set of Just the Job.
He's lucky nobody lost a finger.
Or a foot.
What's that now?
Little Jimmy Chisel, everybody.
Thanks for the coffee.
Oh, you won't be saying that when the acid kicks in. Only joking.
Now, before we bring our next guest on, let's take a look at a classic clip from Just the Job. Peter, it's on that monitor there if you'd like to take a look.
Favourite memory? And that's about 2 minutes.
Right, I will go and take a look at that, man. I can't see a thing without my glasses.
I do remember this one time. It was the height of our second run. By this time, we knew each other way too well. Anyway, got towards the end of the show.
Everything okay?
I remember this one, LJ sulked for a week. Good choice, Eric.
Not my choice, if I'm honest. Can we reset, please?
Too much trouble with the folks on Kids TV.
Popstar Skinny, whose new single, Dimples on My Cheeks, comes out on Friday.
And of course you, our wonderful viewing audience.
Is that a tiny rip?
2 guests down, haven't asked a question yet.
Still, you remember legendary episodes of Just the Job when he was clearly out of control.
No, Eric, this is a family show, we're not having any of that.
Well, if you want them to be playing us in shows like Best of the 80s long after we're dead, sometimes it's just best to let it run.
No, the show is called Bits of Your Life.
10 seconds, everybody.
Not getting tight with Eamon Pistley.
That would make a good show. Okay, going in 5, 4, 3.
Fantastic memories there from one of the nation's most beloved TV shows. Now, Just the Job had 2 successful runs, of course, from 58 to 64 and again from 1972 to 1976. And through many of those shows, there was always one man by your side. But he's already been on. So, who's there? And do you have any alcohol on you?
Julia Salisbury, and not that I'm aware of.
Okay, good. Julia Assembly, everybody. It's Julia Salisbury. Awesome.
You okay?
Don't worry, I can handle it, Beth.
No. We don't want another repeat of Huntledon, do we?
Well, you're certainly in a position to give us a unique insight on this bit of Peter's life. What are the differences, would you say, between the on-screen...
Sorry, Amy, that'll be Dottie's fucking 45 wine, sorry.
What are the differences, would you say?
Jesus! Oh, shouldn't put my gracious.
Let me get a glass of water, Eric.
Yeah, don't worry.
Doesn't matter. We're back drinking.
Yep, that's it. I think we can safely say we've got him drunk.
Good for you. Julia Gooseberry, everybody.
You're not going to ask me a question.
What's the point? Go on, back there. So, now we're going to have a look at some archive footage. Oh, shite, I've sent her off too early. Eric, on it. So, we're going to show you some archive footage, which hopefully shows something relevant.
There it is, the perfect dovetail joint. Who won't be proud to see that on the cabinet, eh? But now it's time to check in with little Jimmy Chisel and see how he's getting on. Jimmy?
I'm coming.
Jesus, Jimmy.
Shit, sorry, Frank.
You all right there, LJ?
Christ, what was in that coffee?
Ooh, looks like little Jimmy Chisel's been at the bottle, ladies and gents. So now it's time for another episode of our occasional series, Things Not to Do When You're Drunk.
Things not to do when you're drunk. What do you need, boss?
Jimmy. Tell us, my handy friend, on the Just the Job scale, how slosh do you think you are?
Well, boss, I'd say I'm somewhere between a few pints at lunchtime and don't operate a domestic animal.
It's quite a wide band. Care to narrow it down?
Well, if I have to, I'd say I'm near. Ask a drinking buddy if you seem safe to drive.
Excellent.
Don't understand it. It tasted like coffee.
Ethyl alcohol, LJ, the best friend of the practical joker. It was Frank's idea. He got some for cleaning up the mess from his sores, didn't you, Frank?
Hey, that was private.
Sorry, mate. Right, Jimmy. Today's Things Not to Do When You're Drunk involve these. Wood carving is a tradition that dates back thousands of years. It's in our blood. Well, not LJ's blood, he's about 85% booze at the moment, but for the rest of us, wood carving can be as simple as making a mortise and tenon joint, or as complex as something like this. So, Jimmy, that's the challenge. You have until the end of the show to turn this into this.
You're taking the piss.
Language, mate. Off you go. Now, the earliest wood carvings were such things as wooden spears from the Middle Paleolithic era.
Ow, shit!
Or the fish hooks and pipe stems of ancient nomadic tribes.
Fuck it!
Wood carving has always been both utilitarian and decorative. You okay there, LJ? Now that looks like something you shouldn't do when you're drunk. LJ?
Certainly is, boss. If I wasn't hammered, I reckon this would probably hurt. A lot.
Yes, it sure does look nasty. Play the jingle.
So great to see you've lost none of the old spark. Rejoining us is Julia Grimble-Bimble.
Not even close.
Nice to see you getting into the spirit of the evening, if you'll pardon the pun.
Well, mine's not really a spirit, so the pun doesn't really work.
See, this is what happens when you tear up the script.
No. There was a little table over there where we're supposed to gather for the finale. Oh, I got you one of these.
Don't mind if I do.
What about Huntleton?
Is that show business for you? In fact,
Let's tally another drink.
Did you ever even watch any of those early episodes of Just the Job?
no, I'm sorry, I was a bit too young.
So it was absolutely pointless bringing you back here.
Seems so.
Great. June Thingamy, everybody!
What a strange show.
Yeah, very popular. We could use their numbers.
Drink to that.
Yeah, me too.
Lovely, Danny Hatch.
In 1941, long before Just the Job ever aired, you, like so many men of your generation, were conscripted into the army to go to the continent to fight. And it was there, on those very battlefields, that the strangest of friendships was born.
Right, well, it says on this card here, 10 words about Peter Clement. So, handsome, obviously, kind eyes, so that's 3, honourable, cheeky like a monkey. So what's that then? Is that 10? I think that's 10, yeah.
Who's that?
I've had a few, I haven't got a clue.
Right, whoever you are, come on in!
You can handle me, you old devil.
Hey, steady on, you'll get me into trouble with a missy.
Right, let's all take a seat then.
Oh, righty, Eamon, that's a nice name, isn't it?
So what's it like being friends with Peter Clement?
Oh, I haven't got a clue, love. I mean, we were a lot more than just bloody friends, weren't we,
Yeah, that we were, darling.
I've got that many memories of you and me under the stage.
Yeah, we certainly made the scenery rock, I'll give you that.
That's steady on, no family show.
Oh, well, then you shouldn't have got me on, should you?
Yeah, she and her sister are always getting into trouble. How is Jan? How is Jan?
What was that? Can I go home now, please?
Sure, yeah, just a moment. What's her name?
I've got this. Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Sandwich. Oh. Chelsea Bunce. Oh. Shit. Well, come back, Chels. I've had a few, and it's been 30 years, love. It's been 30 years, love.
Well, it wasn't
bottoms
Just
up.
the Job that brought you to the nation's hearts. Starting in 1977...
Actually, I feel really bad about that, actually.
Actually, you'll be fine. Starting in 1970...
No, actually, I'll be back in a sec.
Where are you?
I'll be back in a sec.
Right, OK. Let's have a look at some Petey.
I was a runner on Peter. And that's about 2 minutes.
He's gone, Eric.
What's that?
2/3 of the way through the show, we've lost the main guest.
Oh, he'll be back. He's an old pro.
He's an old drunk.
Oh, Tills, come back, love. Stop crying.
You see, he's out there somewhere.
Yeah. He's blotto.
Nah, he's tipsy at best.
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
Peter.
all regular viewers will have noticed there's been something a little different.
Has anyone seen Peter?
Normally on this show we have celebrities,
Right.
politicians, people you've heard of, but you know, tonight's guests were not celebrities. They were people like you. Good night.
Where is he?
Eamon, he's on his way.
For sake, Eric.
He's just unpredictable. 10 seconds, everybody.
Bloody ossified is what he is.
Okay, we are going in 5, 4, 3.
Unforgettable stuff. But while you took all the credit, arguably, someone else did all the work, didn't they now? But that was Dorothy Hammerman, and she's been on already.
Well, if you don't get the pants off, you'll never know whether it were balls or flaps, as they say at the disco.
What does that even mean?
It means play the ruddy music!
Oh, right, yeah. You heard the man. Play the ruddy music. Doesn't matter, I mean, he's not even here.
This way, Pet.
Yes, towards the totally empty chairs.
Come on, Martin, this way.
Bloody fussing woman.
So you're Peter's parents, I assume?
Who's this twinkly wanker?
Sorry about him. He's had one too many cans backstage, haven't you, Martin?
Oh, shut up.
I'm Fanny Clement, and this is my husband, Martin. And yes, we are Peter's parents.
Lovely.
What did you call my wife?
What's that now?
She doesn't want to speak to you, you glittery prick.
Martin Abernathy Clement, you apologise right now.
Oh, I've had enough of you too.
Are we going to have a scene, Martin? Are we going to have a scene, Martin?
No.
Good.
We're not. We're not.
Now, Mr. Titley, where's my son?
That is a very good question, that.
Who are you calling a twat?
We seem to have temporarily mislaid him.
Well, you know what they say at the High Court, Mr. Titley.
I have no idea, Mrs. Clement, but I have a horrible feeling you're going to tell us.
You can't drown kittens without a sack.
Fucking kittens!
Charming. They really say that in the High Court?
Well, if he's not here, we may as well go and get ready for the finale.
I mean, it doesn't sound very legal vernacular, you know what I mean?
Come on, Martin, we're going. Martin, wake up, love. We're done. Sorry, Pet. He sleeps swears. It's very common round our way.
Fruttux.
I should probably leave him there. It's dangerous to wake him while he's cursing.
Honestly, at this point, I don't think it makes a blind bit of difference. Mr. and Mrs. Clement.
White bandit!
Anyone there? Anyone there? Hello?
Aim in tightly. You're like man in nuclear explosion, holding on to tiny penis for safety.
You've been talking to my therapist?
Bring me on, broken man.
Yeah, sure, why not? Who are you? Oh, you know, actually, it doesn't matter. Just play the music.
I met him backstage. I think maybe he lost. I was lost, but now I am.
Yeah, fascinating. Do you want to go over to the sofas, or shall we do the last bit here?
Go to the sofas!
See, that's Eric. He wants us to do the interview over the sofas, where your old man is passed out and intermittently swearing.
Yeah, he does that. In glorious Erkistan, we say, men who swear in sleep likely have penis of wolf.
You have a lot of dicks in your turn of phrase, don't you, pal?
You're not first person to say this.
Yeah, shall we, let's go over to the sofas, shall we?
Let's go to the sofas! Let's go to the sofas! Na na na! Na na na! Come on, Amy, you suck-up pranny. Let's go to the sofas! Fuck me! It's my dad.
The Venerable Martin Clement, from whose noble balls you apologetically dribbled.
Fucking massive bollocks!
Can you hear us?
Well, medical science is not entirely... Ooh.
Do you have anything you want to say about Peter?
I want to say... This is round.
You say this.
You can see what?
This.
Is your masturbation technique?
Ah, family show.
Cunt munchers.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Is vinegar stroke, yes?
Right, that's it. You. Go over there. You. Wait for the song.
Ooh, you're in trouble. Oh, I'm told off by walking decoration. I'll see you later, pal. I go find Chelsea Buns. Some of us bothered to learn her name. Oh. Tonight, if she play her cards right, she attempt Erkistani barrel sack. Very difficult sexual position. Very risky. If done right, unforgettable pleasure beyond words. If done wrong, then stop! A broken back man only good for scaring children. Yeah. Chelsea Buns! Where is my Chelsea Bottoms?
Mum fiddlers.
Oh, you're still here.
Don't face.
Lovely. Let's see if we can get to the end. Viewers, we've got a bit of a treat coming up for you.
Naked twat snatchers.
No, it's not that. It's just a song, really. But let's have a look at the current Peter Clement.
Hey, we're all made of the same stuff, you see.
Yeah, not now.
Cosmic dust. Me, you, that camera. All of it. It's just consciousness and knowledge and experience. All of it. And all one enormous thought.
Yeah, that's great. So last week...
This is important.
Are you listening?
Not really, if I'm honest.
Whose thought is it? Hey? Whose thought is it? Whose thought?
Let's go to the debate footage.
Can I get a drink of something up here? I'm bloody parched. Oh, cut and thrust getting a bit much for you. Would you like a chair? I'm younger than you, Mr. Hamilton, man. And yet, at first glance, one would be hard-pressed to spot that.
You know, I've been, up and down the country on the campaign trail, and a lot of young people have come up to me, and they're not all criminals, which, surprised me.
Are you sure you wouldn't like something stronger?
I beg your pardon.
I believe the ale in Hunterdon is bracing at this time of year.
Yeah, I like a drink, and I've never tried to hide it.
Hard to hide something that's been splashed across our screens these past 30 years. The evidence of your unsuitability for office writ large for all to behold.
Whereas yours were hidden all these years, weren't it?
My peccadillos have now, to the great embarrassment of my family, been much publicised by the tabloid newspapers.
To the great embarrassment of your family. Your family. Mate, you were going into graveyards at night, whacking off onto the graves of dead feminists. Peccadillos? You were lucky they didn't burn you in National Park.
I think the electorate of this country are sophisticated, Mr. Clement. I'm undergoing treatment for my eccentricities, and I think my record shows that I am, nonetheless, a safe pair of hands.
I've been, shaking hands up and down the country, and what I have
You
found...
are delusional, pal. You're a corpse that doesn't know that it's dead yet, and you, with your platitudes and your endless double talk and your perfectly coiffured sound bites, you're almost worse than him, because at least we can see what gets him off. But you're just shitting in our mouths and asking us to thank you.
Mr. Clement, please.
Mr. Clement, please. They started it. Yeah. I drink. But then so do all of you who are voting out there. And I know that you believe that I don't lie, unlike Mr. McNair here, and I don't hold dark secrets like Mr. Hamilton Mann.
I just think we've all heard enough about graveyards, and the electorate want us focused on getting the job done with the economy and immigration.
Do you? Do you really think that? Or is that just something you desperately want to believe?
Well, gentlemen, I would imagine we'll all find out on election night.
Yes.
Yeah, we will.
Well, somehow we made it to the end of the show, and I think we still have our jobs. Now, we're going to sing you out now, but tonight, Peter Gordon Clement. These are the bits of your life.
It's me.
Yes, it is.
Broken into pieces. Cut apart. All the bits of my life revealed.
That was your cue.
I couldn't move on to the undiscovered country.
Jesus Christ, he's quoting Shakespeare now. Right, give us that music cue again. Everyone ready?
Is it hot here?
No, I'll do his bit.
Mint drinks, sir.
Cheeky man.
Bistro, man.
You okay?
Never better, mate.
Okay,
Brilliant.
right, here we go now.
Break from all the trouble and the strife.
He's got
just a job.
When you need some fun and games to brighten up your life, he's got just a job.
Gossip sucker.
If you need a friendly face,
Or if you're feeling glum,
He'll pop round with a stiff one.
And you'll both have lots of fun.
Toss lady.
And mate, if you don't like it, you can shove it up your bum.
And we're out.
What are you looking at?
amazing. Classic television. Call me darling. 3 needs a jester.
I said stop looking at me.
Oh, careful with that now. We're going to need that back.
Finding where we have them. From inequality to indignity, Advance have fair solutions and the courage to implement them, even if we have to ruffle a few gilded feathers along the way. We're not politicians. We're people from normal backgrounds, people like you. It's time to bring a little normality back to our politics, and perhaps a little integrity. A vote for Advance next month is a vote for a fair share. It's a vote for a more equal society. It's a vote to stop running in circles, getting nowhere. Vote Advance on November the 8th.
I imagine what it's going to look like when they're all complete.
Such a sweetie when he's on your TV. It's such a treat with all the warmth he brings. Conquers and kings, talking with him. It's a late night party.
I've been living in a Dave New world ever since I got my own DLC. I've been living somewhere fucking hot with all the cash I got from selling games to you lot. I've been living on a fucking yacht ever since I got my own DLC. You can see me every weekend charging up a rave, cause a party's not a party if you haven't got a Dave. I'm the jester in the throne room, I'm the joker in the pack. So let's go and have it fucking large, cause Dave has got your back. You're all living in a Dave New world, a misbehaved new world, a banging rave new world. Everybody's living in